Welcome home. This is the Irish Roots Cafe, where every day's a holiday and there's always room for one more. Come right this way, have a seat with me today in the corner booth celebrating our 88th week. Sweeney, clear that floor. Katie, bar that door. Molly, put on another pot of Irish coffee. It's time we get this show on the road. We've got another full house today, just like usual, not a chair to spare. I'm Mike OLaughlin, your host. Reach me on my webpage at irishroots.com and check out our written show notes on my blog. You can get all that from our webpage, and be sure to search all of our books and videos and podcasts for free. And phone me with your opinions, comments, ideas, or even if you want a little interview, phone me at 816-256-3360. The recorder will pick up and I'll take it from there. Try it, you'll like it. Now we're going to move on to today's topics. Irish jack-o'-lantern origins. Wogan is the name of the week. County Kildare, Carlow, and Wicklow book of the week. Irish house swapping. Searching for the Henry family of County Derry. Palins Sheeran roots trace back to County Roscommon. And Irish Roots Cafe music CD. Hey, that reminds me here, you can get all three of my free broadcasts online. You can get the Irish Families Worldwide History and Genealogy, the Irish in America podcast, and the Irish Song and Recitation podcast. So you can do all that right at the website too, or through iTunes, so take advantage of it while you can. And, well, it's time we moved on to our notes for the week. Well, we're getting ready for a brand new webpage to show up here at the Irish Roots Cafe, and that'll probably be a month or so before it's actually finalized. We're working on it now, but you know how that goes. And we're also going to be working on our Irish Roots music CD. I tell you, that'll be a lot of fun. You start listening to all kinds of music when you think you're going to come out with a CD. And I wonder, could we include Waltzin' Matilda in that? That's been a big hit here on Friday nights. And how'd that go? Let me see. As he sang and watched and waited till his billy boiled, who'll go a waltzin' Matilda with me? That's just a fine old song, and if you listen to the words to the old version of that, you're going to pick up a lot of history about Australia. And of course, we all know there's plenty of Irishmen in Australia. And I bet they were waltzing more than one Matilda in their day, too. Hey, number 2, Magner's Irish Film Festival runs from November the 13th to the 24th. And you can purchase tickets at the irishfilmfestival.com. Have the link on my blog if you just want to click it. And thanks to the Boston Irish Tourism Association for sending us that note. And hey, remember that Ireland was the first country to recently guarantee all deposits made by citizens to its banks. France and England are said to be a bit unhappy as much money was transferred from those countries into the Irish banks when the policy was announced. You even heard several European leaders talking about dealing with this Irish problem. Brings back shades of history, doesn't it? Hey, now we're going to move on to the Book of the Month. Well, today we're going to look at County Kildare, Wicklow, and Carlow genealogy notes. That's part of my big old set on the Irish Families Project, which includes books on every county in Ireland, 34 altogether. Got a link to that book on my blog. Let's take a look at some of the families there that are given on the map of the Four Masters in the Annals of Ireland by the Four Masters. We'll set a record today and we'll just read through or skim through the 3 counties that we're talking about, what families were shown on that map. And you got the Aylmer and Birmingham, Burke, Fitzgerald, McDonnell. These are all County Kildare. And they also, there's Kerry, Colgan, Connor, Dempsey, Murrigan, Devesey, and what do you know, Wogan. Very interesting for you Wogan researchers. County Carlow, you got big names like Baron Butler and Baron Carew and Cheevers and Coke Doyle, Lord Moore, Lord O'Nolan, Lord O'Ryland. Oh, no, Lord Orion, and Talon and Wall. And what about County Wicklow? Well, you got Archbold and Butler and Viscount Fitz-Eustace and Lord Fitzgerald and Lord Fitzwilliam and Furlong and Doyle and Gahan and Horan and, O'Teague or Otay and Prince O'Toole. That P behind the name meant Prince, Irish Prince, actually. So that's the end of that extract, but that gives you a little bit of idea of some of the names that were in those counties in older times, at least as they were recorded in the Annals of Ireland by the Four Masters. Hey, later on we've got coming up here about how old Irish Jack invented the pumpkin carving that we do today. We'll just give you a little tip on that story, just give you some short notes so you understand it. Well, now it's time to raise our eyes skyward, give thanks, and ask for help. Here are today's Magnificent Seven. Number 1, Reverend John W. Crawford of Dublin, Ireland. Your Pinner's Survey of Ireland has shipped. Number 2, Tracy Keenan Lloyd of Portland, Oregon. Your Genealogy and Family History for County Wexford has shipped. Number 3, Brian L. Crawford of Kansas City, Missouri. Your Irish Settlers in Missouri has shipped. Number 4, Dr. William H. Henry Jr. of Oxnard in California. He's searching for the Henry family of County Derry, Ireland. And your Genealogy and Family History Notes for County Derry has shipped to you, too. John Dern of Colorado, your Annals of Ireland by the Four Masters has shipped. You'll have fun with that, and you'll be seeing that map too. Katie Allen of Australia, your Book of Irish Families, Great and Small, has shipped too. Good to see you there. And number 7, Michael Parle Younger of County Wexford, Ireland. Thanks for the songs and good luck on your new career. That reminds me, thanks to all you for being members because you keep everything going here. Without you, it wouldn't be possible, so I appreciate each and every one of you. Well, I think we ought to move on now to the Irish family name of the day. We won't pick a big name. We've got a lot on. We'll just pick a little name here. What's it going to be? Well, the family name of the day is going to be Wogan. And of course, that's in honor of member Francis J. O'Connor of Muncie, New York. And first of all, like we always do, we'll take a look at the related spellings of the name. And of course, you got Wogan, which is W-O-G-A-N. And you can also add an E to the end of it, or you can spell it without the W at the beginning, and it's just O-G-A-N, or O-O-G-A-N, or even O-U-G-A-N. That just gives you an idea how that can happen. That'd be an O name when you drop that W, but it sure wouldn't look recognizable. You might think it was a form of Hogan. If it was just Ogan, you wouldn't think of it as Wogan, or at least I wouldn't. But those are some tips from the Master Guide to the Various Spellings of Irish Family Names. Now, if we take just a quick little look at Wogan, we're going to find in Keating's history, the name is given as that as of a principal family in Dublin City or County, and they were of Anglo-Norman descent originally. And then, of course, they became more Irish than the Irish themselves, according to some folks. And we also find a family of the name centered at Newhall in County Kildare. That was taken from the Book of Irish Families, Great and Small. That's also on our webpage. That's the master volume to that Irish Families Project, and it's got, 40,000 names and locations at least, plus a couple of thousand of family histories just tucked in there from every county in Ireland. And the rest of the books in that city is just to go into more detail in each county. Let's take one quick look at the Irish family coats of arms from the Irish Book of Arms for Wogan. We found an illustrated coat of arms for the Wogan Brown of Castle Brown family in County Kildare, and they're illustrated in that book. So if you've got a mind to, you can take a look at that. And we'll just take one more look here. the free master index search of Irish names that you can check out for your name too. You go to the web page and type your name in that little box, and be sure not to put the Mac or O on there. You just put the root of the word, and it'll bring up all the books that have your name in it, and that can help you understand a little bit more about your family or what counties maybe they're found in. I mean, what if you just find one county referenced, or what if you find all 32 counties referenced? That tells you how common that name or that spelling of the name might be. And you know, you can also type in other spellings of the name to see which ones are on record. Just a couple of little tips there. Now, here's the books. Just a few of the books. I think there were over 30 references that were given, and here's just a few of them. Of course, the County Kildare, Wicklow, and Carlow book, which is the book of the week this week. There were 7 references in that. And the Annals of Ireland by the Four Masters shows the Wogan name. King James Irish Army list is number 3. The Families of County Dublin, I think there were a couple of references in there. And the County Dublin Genealogy and Family History Notes book has it in there. And, of course, that old classic by the Reverend Patrick Wolfe, Irish Names and Surnames, has it too. So those are some good ones. There's no lack of information there. You just have to start digging it all up. Well, let me see Wogan. Now, before we leave there, I just remember one thing about Wogan. You know how the mind works. Back when I was a little boy, I had to be 7 or 8 years old. There was a Father Wogan or a Monsignor Wogan, and he was a strict fella, but he was nice. When I saw him, he always smiled. It was an older guy, but you hear the old folks talk, and they say, "Oh, don't let Monsignor Wogan catch you." I didn't know exactly what that meant, but it would have been a minor infraction, I'm sure. But isn't that funny? There's an Irish name that I remember just from being 7 or 8 years old, and I haven't met anybody else since by that name. That's real funny. Well, now we're going to move on to the website of the week. Hey, and that website this week's going to be the Irish House Swap, or the Ireland House Swap. Now, that's just houses you'd be swapping. You wouldn't be swapping the people inside them. And hey, you could swap a house in Ireland, and that'd be pretty good if you swapped out. You could go over there and do research and save some money in these tougher times. Then you just have to worry about the people who swapped back and got your house over here. I wonder how that works. And what if something went wrong? But for the more adventurous of you, you check that out. The link is on my blog, and it's a new free service that lets you find or list a home for a house swap in Ireland. Well, what are we going to move on to now? I think we'll have a short one today, quick and to the point, as they say. Curious news and notes. We'll move into our final segment here. Number 1, the tradition of carving pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns began in Ireland in the 18th century. It seems that there was a fellow named Jack who was an Irish blacksmith, and he carved out the inside of a turnip, and he put some hot coal ember in there. Actually, he was involved in a deal with the devil, and he ended up with only a coal ember to light his way. And he put that ember inside the turnip, carved it out just like we would those pumpkins, I guess. And when all those Irish came to America, the turnips were not as easily found as pumpkins, apparently, or maybe they just didn't work as good because they started substituting pumpkins for turnips. And a little tiny turnip would be scary if you was close to it, but those big pumpkins sure do the job from a distance. And I think those pumpkins just might be a little scarier. So that's the story of that. Number 2, Helena Hunt has turned down an offer in the past by a developer for £250,000 for just a part of her garden. And she's an older lady, they say, a senior citizen, and she hails from Limavady in County Derry. And somebody else, another developer, came back and made her another offer, but she wouldn't take it. And you know what? I can see where you just wouldn't want to be bothered. If you got a house you like and land you like, why would you want a highway or a bulldozer or all this commotion around here, tearing up your garden, and even if they did give you 250,000 pounds. Well, number 3, a rare blue heron was spotted near Letterfrack in County Galway, and birdwatchers throughout Ireland and even a group from Britain came over to the area to take a look as a result. And it was Tom McCrudden who was the first fella to see the bird, and that bird's quite rarely seen in Ireland, more often over here in North America. But I guess if an Irish bird flew over here in America and we saw it, people would be flocking to take a look at it. I'd have to check with my local society. Number 4, this will probably be our last genealogical note on the presidential contestants, but old Sarah Palin has even more certain Irish roots than we earlier reported. She had 2 or 3 or 4 lines going back to Ireland, just about like most of the others. But genealogist Mary Lee Dunn found out that Palin's mother was a Sheeran, that we knew, Sheeran, and she actually has the family traced back now to the townland of Knockhall, the parish of Kildare in County Roscommon. And she had done that in connection with a book she was publishing on the area. So there's one more tie to Ireland. So no matter what goes wrong or what goes right, these people up there as president and vice president have got a tie to Ireland. So we're in trouble if we do and in trouble if we don't. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. Well, I wish everybody the season's greetings and hope everything turns out all right. Remember to send your comments by clicking the contact link on our webpage at irishroots.com, or send a note to me by mail to our American address at the Irish Roots Cafe, Box 7575, Kansas City, Missouri 64116. Leave your message or report on things in your part of the world when you call my phone recorder at 816-256-3360 or Skype me at Irish Roots Cafe. Hey, and remember, we're putting together the new season for the Irish Song and Recitation Festival podcast. So if you have a favorite song or a favorite recitation or a little history behind it, give me a buzz at that number, and we'll see if we can get together and put you on one of the next segments. And remember, members foot the bill, so they get first priority, but we're open to all. And by the way, a big thank you to all of our members. And away.